will have to start again. I apologise, that will be very challenging for those people, but we simply cannot run the risk of this variant, this hyper-infectious strain of COVID-19 getting out into the community, and some of the inconsistencies that we've seen in the way the virus presents, back to that point I made about being a moving target, a changing enemy. The fact that people can test negative multiple times and then present with symptoms and a positive result many days later, that's why we have added that 14 days on. That 14-day period, we believe, is still the useful benchmark, but an abundance of caution is required in this case, as it's required across the board. I can also make it very clear, and the Prime Minister's office has been informed of this, as a result of this outbreak and the fact that we really need to get to the bottom of what's going on here, have a better understanding of the risks posed by these variants, these mutant strains. We will not be increasing to 1,310 arrivals per week as was planned from Monday. That has been paused, and we will have further announcements to make about when and if we can make that jump. But that will not be occurring on Monday. The Prime Minister, through his office, has been informed of that. We believe that it is appropriate to have a very low tolerance, or perhaps no tolerance, for risk, particularly risks that you don't quite understand, and that's the nature of some of these events and the need to further work on this evolving theory, run these things to ground. We're not taking any risks that would see us have to get to a situation where we ask Victorians to deal with other restrictions. You know, Victorians have given a lot, and I just won't run the risk until we know and understand exactly the nature of the challenge that this changing virus presents to us. As I said many times to you, we have no second jobs. Everybody works exclusively for us. There are no private contractors. We're ripping up carpet, for heaven's sake, and replacing it with vinyl in a whole range of common areas. We test everybody every day. We test them on their days off. The list goes on, and still, this wicked and changing enemy can be a step ahead of you. That's the challenge we face, and we all have to acknowledge that quarantine and the public health response today must be, by necessity, different than it was a month ago or 6 months ago, because the enemy we're confronting is different than it was a month ago or 6 months ago. In terms of further announcements, I might now, not so much announcements I should say, I might just finish where I always make the comment, because it's more important perhaps than ever. If you have any symptoms, however mild, please come forward and get tested, and please do it today.